It's Wednesday, February 15th, and welcome back to the morning show. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Nevaeh. Please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing and still for our moment of silence.
Thank you. You may be seated.
For Black History Month, the juniors in the CFCMR took one of the role of history makers.
Today, Leah brings us an interview with famous photographer Gordon Parks.
Welcome to History Makers. I'm your host, Leah Cummings, and today we're here with the one and only Gordon Parks.
Hello, I'm so glad to be here.
How are you doing, Mr. Parks?
I'm doing great, and I'm really excited for this interview.
Well, let's get started. First things first, how did your early stage of life contribute to your legacy that you're creating as we speak?
Well, I grew up in Fort Scott, Kansas, and segregation was at its peak, so having to deal with that and living through poverty gave me something that I wanted to bring light to.
Wow. You know, a lot of people mention the themes of race and poverty throughout your photography, but what would you say the themes are?
Well, the themes are about poverty and race, and civil rights was a big thing in my time. I grew up through all of that, and I grew up in poverty, and I wanted the world to see that not only me, but thousands like me go through that on a daily basis.
That's pretty impactful, especially during your time. What do you hope these images teach the world?
I hope my photos teach the world about things they may have forgotten about or simply don't care about. The civil rights movement was real, people living in poverty was real, the Black experience was real, and I want people to remember that.
It is important for people to remember that those were struggles that so many went through. Tell me about your work life. I heard you used to freelance at Vogue and worked at Life magazine.
I started freelancing at Vogue after I showed Alex Lieberman my writing for my first book, Flash Photography. If it wasn't for that, I'm not sure how far I would have came. My time at Life magazine lasted for 23 years, and I feel like it really helped embrace me and my work to the world. Being the first African-American staff had also its pressure, but I could also handle it. My work ranged from fashion to sports and back to my roots such as racial discrimination and poverty.
And lastly, what do you hope for in the future?
I hope that the whole world gets to see my projects and how they can impact the world. Even when I'm gone, I want my legacy to continue to live on.
Thank you for this wonderful interview, Mr. Parks.
Thank you for having me today.
I'm Leah Cummings, and that was History Makers.
Thank you to Gordon Parks and journalist Leah Cummings for the interview.
We have more history to make, so make sure to tune in next week for another interview.
Outdoor track along with boys soccer tryouts and girls softball tryouts begin next Wednesday, the 22nd. The location and time is on your screen as well as contacts.
All athletes must have a VHSL physical on file to participate, and a ride home is good too.
Miss Burke is traveling to Peru next summer. Join her to see one of the 7 wonders of the world, Machu Picchu. You'll explore colorful markets, see ancient monuments, and learn all about the amazing Peruvian culture. Just think of all the TikToks you can make.
To learn more about the trip, join us for an informational meeting on Wednesday, March 8th at 6:30 in the La School Library. Find Mrs. Burke in 1110 to get a formal invitation and reserve a spot at the meeting. See you there.
Cap and Gown Picture Day is February 28th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Only students who sign up and pay ahead of time will be getting their pictures taken. Do your parents a favor and go ahead and tell them about this now.
Tabletop Club meets tomorrow in the library after school. And that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us on The Morning Show. I'm Nevaeh.
And I'm Kayla. Happy Black History Month, Blue Devils.